Hello everyone, welcome back to the Geek Blend. I'm Jeff.
And I am Jason.
And today, welcome to another episode of the Cantina. We have another new crap here for you guys.
Yes.
And Jason, you picked this one up, didn't you?
Yeah. No idea. No idea. Based solely off label design. I'd never heard of this brewery. Didn't really know much about the beer itself, honestly. I really didn't. But yeah, I thought it was kind of cool because nowadays this seems to be the trend. These just silver cans with a basic label on it. I'm noticing a lot of breweries going with this just from a design standpoint.
I wonder if it's cheaper to do that way.
It probably is, to be honest. I mean, a lot. It's almost like uncommon now to see a beer in a 12-ounce can. It's almost like everything's coming in 60 ounces now. But the thing I liked about it is, feel that you probably didn't even notice it. It's raised.
Oh,
so the label's perforated, and I really highly doubt I'm even going to be able to get this. We kind of have the luxury here of being able to see the screen as well while we're recording.
It's over here, yeah.
But all this is raised. I know it's not really important, but I thought that was cool as shit.
I think it's cool too.
It's got a little single cut like crown tag, kind of up on the top of the can. But yeah, it's from I guess the Beersmiths. It's really hard to read because, as you can see, it's like
tiny font,
shiny.
Because
it's raised. It's almost like it cut off, or it kind of like distorts the lettering.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Light and shit. It's
I
all
see
on
that
it too. But anyway, that just being said, it's what caught my eye. Now that we've kind of got it in the in the house and we're looking at it, though, we did realize it's an 11%. So we're starting off with a bang here.
Yeah, we're swinging for the fences, like you said earlier.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it's really hard to read this. That's the one thing I don't like about it. They've got this nice white print right here where it says it's a heavy boots of lead Imperial Stout. Now,
so that's the name of the beer, Heavy Boots of Lead.
Heavy Boots of Lead.
Oh, there it is. On the robot. The robot spells it out.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Damn. That's pretty sweet.
But it just says flavored ale, 1 pint, alcohol by volume, 11%. So, I mean, I don't really know too much about what kind of Imperial Stout. If it's just a regular Imperial Stout, who knows? I mean, I'm sure it's going to be, black as midnight and all that fun shit.
Probably.
But, I just thought it would be fun to try this brewery because I had never in my life heard of it. And honestly, it says Singlecut.com is probably where we can find out some information. Mm-hmm. So who knows? Maybe it's just like their flagship.
I wonder.
Beer. This is the reason why I like picking beers out like this. For one, I'm just intrigued like how it even found its way here in Indiana, because you most of the time when we have a brewery launch here, typically they'll always launch like their Imperial Stout or their Stout, their IPA, their double, multiple beers. And I didn't find anything else from this brewery, so that's kind of why I was just like, what the hell is this, and where did what was it about? And I just snagged it. So it's been sitting in the fridge for a while, so I'm sure by now, for all we know, it's gone. But without further ado, I mean, you want to take a peek at it?
Put that can over there. That's where it says Heavy Boots of Lead right there in the robot.
Yeah, actually in the robot, it's spelled out. It's so hard to see.
You can see that they just put the label on there and they missed some spots.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, that writing is tiny. So it's brewed and canned by Singlecut Beersmiths, Astoria, New York, NYC, and Clifton Park, New York.
I'm glad you can read that because I couldn't see.
Singlecut.com. Mastery knows no shortcut. Yeah, you're right. Like you can only see at a certain angle that it says Beersmiths under the Singlecut. If you move it to a different angle, because since it's raised, it almost cuts the font off.
It's really weird.
If you look at it straight on, you can't even see what it says. You have to turn it sideways into the light.
Yeah.
To actually see it. Ale brew with cocoa and vanilla.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Like tiny print under the robot. I looked at the robot 3 times now and didn't even notice.
I didn't even notice that either.
Yeah,
honestly,
because it's like your eyes go to that.
Your eyes go to that robot.
Yeah, you don't look at the writing under it at all. Plus, most times it's on the side. We've noticed lately.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what it's about.
Cracky.
The hell with it. Beat it up enough.
Crack it like Stone Cold.
Just like an Imperial Stout.
Oh yeah.
Got
Oh my god.
Yep. Nice.
It's a milky texture.
It's not as thick as I thought. Maybe.
Sorry,
I don't know.
really kill me today. These glasses I received when I bought 3 bottles of cider at Tennessee Cider Company down in Gatlinburg last week. They gave you the glasses for free with the cider if you bought 3 bottles. And there's one of them my wife doesn't like as much. It's a blueberry cider. I really liked it. We might review that too. It comes in a bomber, but like champagne bottle.
Yeah.
But they have those little like corks hang off the side.
Oh yeah.
Where you can recork
it.
Like after you crack open the cap, you can cork it again. It's like the Grolsch beer. It's like the pop back in. Yeah. Same thing.
Good beer.
Yes, well, very much so. It is a dark one.
It's dark.
My God.
Nice, good, thick.
Look how dark that
head on it.
And it's crazy dark.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, it smells strong.
Mm-hmm. It really does.
It does.
You can I can actually smell the alcohol in it.
Now I will say, like, to compare this to something, the last year for the pumpkin beers, I had that Imperial Pumpkin Stout that was from Spooky Tooth, and it was only 9.0.
Right.
But you could like tell it was like heavy with alcohol. Then I turned around and I drank the Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale pumpkin beer, and it did not taste as strong, and it had like 10% or 10.5% alcohol by volume.
It's one of those things. I mean,
yeah.
I was actually kind of curious. Real quick, I want to just see because I always forget this. Walk off camera here.
And I have I had a Imperial Ale from that Shipyard Brewing, and it was like that smashed pumpkin.
Yeah,
it was 9.5%, and it did not taste as strong as that Spooky Tooth. Like I might have got a bad one or something, or a bad batch, but it just tasted really strong, and I did not like it.
Now this is
bourbon. Yeah.
This is that bottle of 2017 Bourbon County Goose Island. I've been sitting on this for now. What are we going on? 4 years, I think. 3 years and some change because this normally launches right around like I think November.
Okay.
October, November. So it's not 4 years old quite yet. But I remember the first time I had this beer, and it was like their first time ever brewing this beer, and it was just one of those things where it came for one in a 12-ounce bottle. It was in I think it might have been even a 4-pack. I think it was a 4-pack before they moved to these just singles. And I drank maybe, barely past the neck, and I was rocked.
You felt it?
I mean, I was rocked. And I was just curious because I don't think I ever really remembered, but it's a 14, almost a 15% by alcohol. So these things pack a wallop. Yeah. I don't know if you ever had one, but
it tells you right there when it was brewed, the date and the time of day it was brewed.
Yes.
Bottled.
Yeah. I mean,
July 2017.
Yeah. So
almost 4 years.
This is about a 4-year-old bottle. The good thing about these beers is they don't ever go bad.
It's fucking numbered on the back?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it signed?
It's signed.
Good Lord, it is signed.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
We will be doing this down the road.
Yeah, these things are legit. Hell, we might even drink it on its birthday.
Let's do that. Let's plan that.
We'll just drink it on its birthday.
Yeah.
On its 4-year-old birthday. Just to see, because I hear people all the time, they sit on these bottles and then they say, they taste better as they age. And I know, because I've drank this beer every year, what it tastes like out of the bottle. So I'm just curious. This is, like I said, we've been sitting on this bottle for a while now. And I just really want to see if that's what it does. Kind of fly off tangent there, but
no, it's comparing the alcohol by volume in that too. That's almost 15.
Curious. I was honestly just curious because 11 is quite a bit.
It is.
In some states, it's even illegal to have a beer with that high alcohol percent in. I think there's like 8 or 9 states, and that I think you can't go over 10 or 11%. I'd have to look that up too. But anyway, yeah, because Sam Adams Utopias is illegal in those states, unless that's changed from the last time I bought a bottle. But with that being said, let's try this single cut. I'm curious.
Do you smell anything when you smell it? I smell the cocoa and the vanilla, but I smell
vanilla.
It smells strong too, though. Like it smells strong.
It smells just like
motor oil. No, just kidding.
I mean,
it looks like it.
It looks like it, but I do get vanilla. I don't get I'm not really getting a cocoa out of it, but I think it's just the smell.
More vanilla for sure.
Smell.
Like it smells strong as hell.
Yeah.
Like I'm excited. I'm interested and intrigued.
Let's do it.
Man, I'm intrigued.
Intrigued. Too intrigued.
Oh wow,
man,
it tastes strong. Damn.
That is, I mean, I'm not going to say it's like taking a shot of just pure grain alcohol, but
it's strong.
That initial, like, that burn you get when you take a shot, that's kind of what I felt going down.
A little
almost.
bit, yeah, absolutely.
It wasn't as intense, but I still, like, you don't get that from just drinking a beer. Like, I've never had that really from drinking a beer. I mean, the nice thing about when I drink those bourbon counties is they're thick. They're so thick. Yeah. It's almost like it coats as it goes down, and you don't really get too much of a burn. You just get that alcohol kind of, what do you want to, like that alcohol finish almost.
Yeah.
But this is, all right. Good. Back to the grill again.
Well, wait.
Anyway, yeah, that's, it packs a wallop. It's definitely not as strong as the Bourbon County, I would think, but
my God, it's got a burn to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, it does. It's rough. It is not a.
I'm not a yeah. Like the nice thing about having an Imperial Stout when it's brewed with the proper ingredients is like you kind of are able to pull those flavors out.
Yeah.
I'm getting nothing but like bitterness, and I'm guessing that's from the cocoa.
Yeah.
I'm not. The problem is I'm having a hard time tasting anything
because of
how strong it is.
Exactly.
Like I don't ever even go out and really buy those flavored vodkas. I mean, unless I'm doing a mixed drink, because I feel like then you can kind of get the flavor of what the vodka is supposed to taste like. But just taking a shot of it, it just burns to me like any other grain alcohol or any other alcohol. Like I don't really get much enjoyment out of taking the shot. It's more or less just kind of a mixer to drink flavor, mixing flavors. This is, I mean, it's bitter, very bitter.
Very bitter. That's all I get off of it is bitterness. And then to try to get the flavor out of it, damn near impossible almost.
And I know once you kind of start drinking, the alcoholic burn kind of goes away. But I'm just...
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah,
it's not so really... strong that I can't pull anything out of it.
I'm not really getting too much out of it.
No.
I mean, if I wanted to drink to just get fucked up...
Maybe.
I would drink it. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'd drink it because I know if I hammered this whole can myself, I'd be done. I'd be ready for the night. But
it's strong as hell, man. Holy shit! Like
this is kind of why I used to drink stouts all the time. Guinness got me going down that road, and then I felt like everybody's kind of trying to outdo the next man by making a stronger beer instead of focusing more on flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this beer's got an even higher alcohol, and this has got a higher. But like nowadays, everybody's doing stouts. You got your cocoa stouts and your coffee stouts and all the, it's basically the same shit across the board. So like, I really feel like if it's something that's gonna kind of make me want to go spend the money on this, because I know I spent quite a bit for this one can. I remember peeling the price tag off of it alone, and I was like, holy fuck. I would definitely say that I not worth the money to me.
Oh no, I agree
at all.
I agree. I can't recommend it.
If I was going to drink it, like I said, to get drunk,
just get a buzz
Maybe. Like this is right down my alley. But
it's
anymore, most people drink these beers to enjoy them with flavor or with food and things of that nature, and it's just like
it's hard to enjoy it. It really is. It's very difficult to enjoy.
Maybe for a stout connoisseur, somebody who just, that's all they drink are Imperial Stouts, and they don't like any other kind of beer, and
maybe
they might find enjoyment in this.
Maybe.
But like, from my standpoint, where I drink, the things that I drink now, and this is the the best part about everybody having their own opinion. I don't think I would ever personally drink this again, and I don't think, like, if I was in a liquor store and somebody had it in their hand, I would, sometimes I'll walk up and give my 2 cents about things. I'll be like, oh, that's an actually really
Same
good
here,
beer.
yeah,
Man.
like,
I had
yeah,
that
you're
before.
getting a good purchase, yeah.
Fucking amazing. You're gonna love that. It'd be really hard for me to say positive things about it. I mean, other than, hey man, if you're
It's too strong.
If you're looking to go in the alley later tonight and get into a fight, yeah, you got the right beer here, because you're just gonna get shit faced drunk.
You're definitely gonna get a hardcore buzz off this thing if you drink the whole can. It's hard to enjoy it. I know I said that over and over again, but it's.
And now that I've
really
got
hard
it
to.
like on my palate, and then I smell it, I smell. It's so weird. I smell fruit, like fruity shit. I'm not kidding. Like, it's just it like nothing about it makes sense.
It's because of how strong it is. I think it's what's bringing out that. What's telling your brain that it smells like that.
I don't know. It's just weird.
It's really weird.
Like, I smell fruit and like shit.
It's weird.
I don't know, man. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think I could finish that, honestly, because it's just so bitter.
It really is.
Yeah. It's one of those things that you hate trashing people's.
I know, and you want it.
You hate I'm so torn anymore, because like I feel like
I know
every beer we try, we're always like, damn, this is good. Thumbs up, and then we get a shitty one, and then I feel bad because I'm like, oh man, I hate saying bad things about people's beer, and they put there's so much time and effort into brewing this, and obviously they put so much thought into the packaging alone. This label, like I said, this label just I thought was so damn cool that it's perforated, and I mean, from my own personal opinion, I'm not a fan.
No,
unfortunately,
I couldn't recommend it. It's just like you said, craft beer people. Most people drink the beers to enjoy the flavor. Even if they're trying to catch a buzz, to still enjoy the flavor of it. Mm-hmm. This would be seriously just to catch a buzz. Mm-hmm. Like, you're trying to taste the flavors, and then that bitterness of the cocoa is in there. But then that like heavy alcohol like taste comes in, and that burn, and it's hard to get back to a flavor. Like, I smell the vanilla, cannot taste the vanilla at all, because my mouth can't get to that point where I'm trying to taste something, because it gets too strong. And that's all it's in your mouth. It's like, okay, it's strong. It's too strong.
Yeah.
That's it. The flavors don't pop on this at all. And Imperial Stouts, even with this high of a alcohol by volume, it should mix well together. Like, the flavors should, like, counteract that strongness of the beer, how strong the alcohol is in it. It should counteract that, but it's not doing that. It's basically the alcohol, like, heaviness is like it's just like pounding down the flavors to the point where you cannot find it.
My wife cooks roast in a crock pot, and I always tell her, I'm like, I've got a fridge just full of stouts and all this stuff from my years of working in the beer business, and I'm like, use Imperial Stout or something out there, because I think it just adds flavor to the meat. And this, honestly, I hate saying that, because that's how expensive I know that can cost me, but this would be probably an ideal beer to cook some meat, and maybe it might be good with a steak or something like that.
Maybe
because that bitterness, that cocoa, and things like that, they always go. I think they go well with red meat. And
yes.
Yeah, I mean, when we cook a roast like that in the crock pot, I mean, it just literally like falls apart. You can't even grab it with a pair of tongs. It's just like you grab it, and it literally melts in the air. So like that high alcohol volume too, I think it would
you cook out the alcohol.
It would cook, flavors, and you get some of these really good flavors. But
I still don't taste vanilla. Okay, there we go. A little bit of vanilla after, because my mouth, I think, is getting used to how strong it is.
Really.
But just a slight hint.
I'm just more like what the fuck is going on in my brain and my nose, because like I'm not joking. Like every time I smell it, I get these like fruity. It's hard to explain like what kind of fruit it is.
I know what you mean.
It's almost like a candy fruit, like some sort of candy.
It's your nose is playing tricks on you because of how strong the beer is. So now you're getting a different smell.
It's really weird, but
it's weird what your nose will do when you know what's not in a beer or it's food or something you smell. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just not getting any kind of enjoyment out of the beer.
It was spicy. it's.
I need to run my mouth under the faucet.
Seriously, I'm like, good thing we have water to drink after this. To go into something else and be like, I have to get that strong, because you don't taste. There's no aftertaste except for a little bit of the bitterness, but you taste like you just did like almost like a shot of like some flavor or chocolate kind of drink or whatever, made with vodka, like almost like kind of like a White Russian.
I'm getting chocolate notes now, sitting here, just kind of letting it resonate, do whatever it does, I'm getting that because I'm a dark chocolate eater. I love bitter chocolate.
I love dark chocolate.
Yeah, I love dark bitter chocolate. I don't know what happened to my palate as I grew up, but as a kid I fucking hated that shit. I didn't even want anything to do with it, and then there's like a light switch. Like I'm not a big fan of milk chocolate. I love dark chocolate. And that's kind of why I was like, I thought I was really going to like this.
Yeah.
And honestly, letting it sit
and
not taking another drink, it's actually enjoyable
a
little bit. But the problem is, like, you take another drink and it's just like
away.
You have to get past that going down point.
That's the biggest problem.
Which is the most unenjoyable part about it.
It is.
It's weird. Taking a drink is the worst part about the beer.
I know, that's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
It's, man.
Well, you can't win them all, and that's kind of the takeaway from it.
You're right though. Like, it's the worst part about it is drinking.
It's taking the drink.
It's taking the fucking drink.
Sitting here right now, just letting it sit on my palate. I honestly I'm enjoying the flavor of it. It's kind of like it. I think if the alcohol percentage was down, it'd be an enjoyable.
If it was like a 9,
yeah. If it was an 8 or a 9,
it'd be like perfect.
It'd be perfect.
Absolutely.
But because it's such a high alcohol, it's like this burn and this forcing it to go down is the worst part about it.
Yeah.
And then just letting it sit here and kind of just chill on my tongue.
Yeah.
I liked it. Honestly, I love the flavor of that, but yeah, I can't get past that burn.
That's exactly how that Spooky Tooth was, man. That Imperial Pumpkin Stout. It was the same way. Like drinking it was not enjoyable.
Yeah.
It was the worst part about it.
Not bad. Well,
just how your mouth's trying to fight to find the flavors when it's burning, like when the alcohol's there.
Yeah.
It's like, I just want to taste it. I know there's taste in here that I like, but like all I taste is the burn, and I don't keep it on my mouth too long because you start to get that heavy alcohol flavor.
Right.
And you don't want that in beer. You want to be able to taste it.
Yeah. I'm the same way, I just like when it comes to, flavored, like I said, with flavored anything, I just, unless I'm drinking it in a mixed drink, I just kind of shy away from it because like people take shots all the time, and I don't mind doing a shot of bourbon or a shot of anything. I'll do a shot of vodka, but like when somebody offers me a shot of, hey, let's take a shot of Citron, I'm like, why? Let's just take a shot of vodka. Oh, well, it tastes like lemons. Well, no, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Taste like it might 20 minutes after the fact, but I don't, I'm not getting that from the initial, shooting it back past my,
Me neither.
Either way, unfortunately, I think we already know the verdict on this.
Yeah.
Yep, it's a double thumbs down.
I hate doing that. Like he said, I just hate it. But what else you gotta do? Can't do it.
Yeah, because I don't even think I can bring myself to drink the rest of that, man. Because
difficult.
we got another beer to try today, and I really want.
I know. I don't want to.
I just don't want to get, because I feel like too this beer can kind of push you past that point where you're just like, you might not even make clear rational thought.
No kidding.
Honestly. So yeah, I would love to find more beer from these guys. Because I'm really, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they have different styles and more beers out there. And it's been over a month since I've been out beer shopping.
Yeah, me too.
we loaded up so heavily that there's just no reason, and I'm sure we're way behind.
Probably missing some stuff, but I just can't.
But I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for more beer from these guys, because one bad seed isn't gonna keep me from trying another beer from them.
Only way that would happen is if I get to the third or fourth beer and it's all thumbs down and I still can't. Like,
if every beer we've tried, every style,
I have to end. I'll be like, okay, I can't go anymore.
Yeah, it's like, why waste my money? You know, and that's the same thing. Like if their other beers are as expensive as this was,
I know.
Which I'm not saying. I mean, this wasn't a super expensive beer, but I mean that can alone was. It was right around like $8.
I was getting ready to say probably like $9 can.
It's about a $9 can.
It's like when you get up to
doesn't sound like much, but
with your build a 6-pack and you're like, okay, I usually pay this much for it, and then they give you a price that's like $5 or $6 higher than what you pay. I'm like, which one of the beers is the most expensive? And they'll pull out. You pull out like a double or triple IPA or an Imperial Stout, and you're like, oh shit, that's why.
Yeah.
Do I want to buy that at that high price for a can, even though I'm getting a build a 6 discount on it?
Right.
Is it worth it? Like, so if it's a brewery that we know and love, of course I'm going to try it. But it's something that I've never had before. It's kind of like, do I want to, gamble that with that high of a price on a can? And yeah, I mean, for a craft beer, it averages between $3.50 and like $4 or $5 maybe for a can.
That's doable.
About $3.50, and then $3.50. But like when it gets above like $6-7, I kind of like weigh my options a little bit. Like, okay, do I really want to drop the dime on this thing?
Yeah, I mean, I got a bottle at home that is just a 12-ounce regular bottle, and it would cost me $15.99. That's another one for another day. But that was probably the most expensive one I've dropped since I bought the 120 minute, I think it is, or whatever, 100 minute by Dogfish Head, which. In my mind, a huge waste of money.
Really?
I like IPAs, but my God, that Imperial IPA like that is just
way too much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Jeez.
But anyway,
yeah.
On to the next.
Yeah,
that's what we're looking at. So
yeah, we can't recommend this one, but we do appreciate you guys hanging out and with us while we shoot the shit and try beer. We always appreciate it. You guys leave us a comment down below, let you know what you're drinking right now. If there's a beer you found that we can probably find in our area,
what's out there?
What are you drinking? I'd love to hear from you guys. If it's not even a beer, if it's a cider or alcohol or something like that, whatever you're drinking, I'd like to hear from you guys when you say, hey, this is what I'm drinking at the moment or something like that. So, but yeah, if you see something from them and you want to drop the money on them just to try one, if it's not this one, or if you like strong beers, if you like Imperial Stouts or Imperial beers that taste really strong, you might like this. You might dig it. But, like, we were not enjoying it to the point where...
Maybe if you're from the New York area and this beer's all over the damn place and you're like, you guys are a bunch of fucking Midwest idiots and you don't know what good beer tastes like. Just anything. Like I said, I don't know anything about this brewery other than what we just experienced right here. So,
excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
That's... Just that being said.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys watching today. Down in the description below, you'll find links to Discord, all the ways you guys can support the channel, and all of our social media links if you guys want to check those out. Also, our merch store is down there. We got a couple designs now with stuff coming down the road as well. So please check that out. We would appreciate that very much if you guys could do something like that for us and buy a shirt or something like that. So if you guys wouldn't mind supporting us, we'd appreciate that very much. And I want to say thank you to everybody out there who supports us now, whether it's Patreon, Subscribestar, channel memberships, or if you just did a one-time direct donation to us. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. It helps us, fund these kind of things. That will do for this video.
Yeah.
Don't forget that like button. And if you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell for notifications. And share the video. And it does help us out. It helps people find the channel too. If you like it, share it out with her. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
For the Geek Blend, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Jason.
And if you geek about it,
we're going to speak about it.
See you guys next time.
Later.
Peace. Do I want to?